A wife attends her daughter's violin recital only to witness her husband embracing another child on stage. She came to support her daughter's violin performance, but what she saw left her furious. Just moments earlier, she had called her husband, urging him to come and cheer on their daughter. He coldly told her he was too busy. Yet now, here he was on stage, proudly holding another little girl in his arms. Not just any child, but the daughter of his close female friend. What made it worse? He handed the winner's trophy, meant for their daughter, to the other girl. Heartbroken, the woman stood frozen. At that moment, her own daughter spotted her dad and excitedly ran toward him. But tragedy struck, she slipped and fell off the stage. The mother rushed over in a panic, only to find her daughter's forehead bleeding. Meanwhile, the husband stood off to the side, concerned not with his injured daughter, but with someone else's child. That was the final straw. The mother snapped. Right there in front of everyone, she accused her husband of neglect and favoritism. She called him out for abusing his position as a teacher to rig the results and help his friend's daughter win. Instead of showing guilt, the husband shamelessly defended himself, insisting the other girl was naturally gifted. He even scolded his wife, accusing her of flaunting their daughter's talents. She finally got a chance, he said. What's wrong with me helping them out? Then, adding insult to injury, he blamed his wife for their daughter's accident, saying she should have been more careful. And with that, he picked up his friend's child and walked away, leaving his own daughter crying in her mother's arms. Trying to comfort her, the mother gently told her daughter not to cry. But the little girl said something that broke her heart. "I don't want this dad anymore." Those words pierced her like a knife. And in that moment, the woman knew something had to change. That night, after putting her daughter to sleep, she went downstairs. Her husband had just come home and coldly handed her divorce papers. She was stunned, not because he wanted a divorce, but because of how ruthless he had become. Despite being a wealthy man, he was only offering her and their daughter a measly 100,000 yuan. And even then, he blamed her for everything. Looking at the man in front of her, arrogant, selfish, and ungrateful, she felt like a fool. She had once been a wealthy heiress, but had left everything behind to be with him. She had handed over the company she built to support his career and stayed home to raise their child. Now, while he basked in success, he looked down on her and their daughter, and even wanted her to step aside for another woman and child. But this time, she refused to be silent. When her husband got another message from his female friend and immediately rushed out, the woman stood her ground. She called him out again for ignoring his own daughter, who had practiced for this violin competition for 3 long years, often until her fingers bled, all in hopes of earning her father's praise. Yet he hadn't even looked at her. Her husband left without a word. Watching him walk out to be with that other family, she broke down. Her daughter ran out of her room and cried in her arms. "It's okay, Mom," the little girl whispered. "I'll stay with you forever." Her daughter's words gave her strength. She realized her daughter deserved better, and she was done giving second chances. The next morning, her husband, perhaps feeling guilty, offered to drive their daughter to school. She agreed. It was raining. But then, a message came in from her again. Without hesitation, the man lied to his daughter, saying he was suddenly too busy. He told his wife to bike their daughter to school in the rain. When the mother arrived at the school gate, soaked, what she saw chilled her. Her husband was there, dropping off the other woman's child.